Hey everybody, welcome back to Christian and Noah's Fun Toys TV. Noah here. Today I'll be talking about Sprout, which, for those who don't know, was a sort of spin-off channel that PBS made for kids back around early 2000s to around 2017, I think. If you're like me, you grew up with Sprout, and I was around the age where I was sad when it left cable and turned into Universal Kids. So today I'll be talking about Sprout. Today I won't just be talking about Sprout in general. I don't think I would have that much time in a video to cover everything. But today I'll be showing you some of the unique plush from Sprout shows. And if there's any rare ones, how to get them, and if these things even exist. Anyways, let's take a look at some of Sprout's coolest plush. Starting off with the Sunny Side Up show and the Chica show. Before I show you the plush, just some real quick background knowledge for those who may not know who Chica is. Chica was basically the mascot of Sprout, having a show that would play in between every other show called the Sunny Side Up show. If you were like me when you were younger, Chica was like this great character. And it was even a puppet, and what's not to love about a puppet? Before you knew it, Chica was very popular, and even got her own animated series, which I also watched when I was younger as well. Over the time, though, Sprout decided that they wanted a little more than just a TV series. They wanted to make merchandise, so they decided to release the first Chica plush. Now, I can't be sure that this is the very first Chica plush released. I'm not sure what order they came in, but this is the most common Chica plush. This Chica plush was around 12 inches, and the unique thing about it was it had a squeaker. And for those who don't know, Chica didn't talk and only squeaked, like a squeaker. So it had it in like that, and basically it was like as if the Chica plush could talk. I did, in fact, own this plush when I was younger, and I remember I got it around Easter time, and it was such a cool plush. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. I think I lost it over time. My friend does own one now, and it's like the same thing. Some people know about this plush, but not a ton of people know that there's more than just this one. The thing that some people don't know is they actually made a Chica hand puppet. And I have to say, this hand puppet looks so cool. It looks so great, and I would love to have it right now. But considering the fact that this plush is pretty rare, I don't know if I'll ever get it, but you never know. I haven't seen any current listings for this up right now, but I do remember them showing up occasionally. I would tell you the other Chica plush that I might think exists, which is a beanbag, which looks a lot like the Squeaker Chica, but I can't confirm that that's real. If you're looking to get this one, you're going to have to keep an eye out for a while. But if you want to get the Squeaker Chica, you can find it on eBay for fairly cheap prices, like around $15. I'm not sure how much the value goes if there's any with tags, but considering that this plush was aimed towards younger kids, they probably don't have their tags on. Anyways, moving on to the next chapter of this video, The Goodnight Show. I'll give some background knowledge here for those who don't know what The Goodnight Show is. The Goodnight Show was this show that played every night that included a host and a star puppet named, Star. The main host was referred to as Nina, but there are two other hosts that some of the episodes are considered lost media. The two other hosts include Melanie and Leo, who is also better known as Noel McNeil, or even better known as Bear from Bear in the Big Blue House. I used to watch this show all the time, and it used to be this nightly thing. I would watch Sprout and then go to bed. Anyways, there are a few plush of Star, and I'm about to show you them. So the picture I have here is what I believe to be the first Star plush, and I think that because this one just looks older, looks like it's following the older design of Star. This plush is pretty basic, having a lot of just regular old features, and I think he looks so cute. I would love to own this plush, but unfortunately he's a little rare. You can find him up on eBay once in a while, and he'll range around $25 if you're lucky. But he usually sells for around $40 to $50 because he's older, and it's just not a lot of people own these, considering the fact they didn't show up at your everyday stores. Now, this isn't the only star plush. There is another one. Here's the other star plush, which is the newer one. This one, from what I can remember, was a newer one that I wanted growing up. I can remember asking my parents for this one time. I never got it, but I always knew it was an existing thing that I wanted. This one's pretty basic too, looking a little more soft and having a little more cuter design, considering that Star has been updated over the years. You can see he has the Sprout tag, and Nina and Star eventually turned into an animated show, which I'm not really a huge fan of, but I don't mind it. But as far as we know, this is the last Star plush. But since I don't have a real one, I did decide to make my own about a year ago. Now everyone, this is my homemade Star plush. As you can see, the shape of him is not that good, considering that I just kind of free-handed this. He's made out of fabric, and I hand sewed him. This was the first project that I actually hand sewed. I usually use a glue gun. That's how I got all of his facial features on. And he even has his little, I guess, hair up there. He's super cool. I like him. He's nice and squishy. That's my Star plush. Well, moving on to the Let's Go show. The Let's Go show was Sprout's afternoon block that played around in between their regular shows. The Let's Go show included two main characters, Miles and Banjo. Miles is the human standing in the back, and Banjo is the, I'm gonna say, rabbit, or it could be a dog, standing in the front. This show ran around Sprout for a little while, and I think it was a pretty good show. I don't have to say much about the show itself, but I simply do love the amount of puppets that Sprout shows had, including the Pajanimals, the Sunny Side Up show, the Good Night show. All of these shows had puppet characters, and it was just so fun. Not a lot of people know about this show, or maybe they do, but they don't talk about it. But what a small amount of people know is that there is a Banjo plush. This, my friends, is the Let's Go show Banjo plush. This is a really rare plush that was produced by the same company as the Star plush and the Chica plush. I could only find 2 listings of this plush on WorthPoint, and really nobody knows it exists. I couldn't find any videos or anything till I looked on WorthPoint. This is all I could find besides another listing. This listing here had its tags, and it looks about the same. And the thing that's unfortunate about this is nobody really has it, so it doesn't appear on eBay. But if it did, I would imagine it could either be super cheap because nobody knows its value, or expensive because people do. Anyways, this plush is really scarce, and I really hope this doesn't become a lost media sort of thing, because there's nothing about it, and I don't want this to be a lost plush that people go on the hunt for. And since I've been going along with the theme of my experiences with these characters and these plushes, I've actually seen the Banjo plush before. So while I was at my local thrift store one day, it was around maybe a year or 2 ago, not that long ago, and I came across the Banjo plush. Now, no, I haven't watched this show in a long time, and so my brain was thinking, this looks familiar, but who is this? And I made one of the worst decisions ever. I didn't buy it. I knew it was from Sprout. I just couldn't wrap my head around who it was until I went home that night, and I was like, it was Banjo. I'm really disappointed that I didn't buy this because it's so rare, and I really want it nowadays. If you guys have this and willing to sell it, please let me know. If it's on eBay, I will buy it. I love collecting all these merchandise of puppet characters, and this would be a great addition to my collection. And honestly, who wouldn't want to see a Banjo plush video? Well, that's all I have to say about the Banjo plush. Now let's move on to Astro Blast. Now, Astro Blast was this cool show that aired on Sprout, and it was this animated show about these different types of animals running a smoothie shop. For those who don't know about this show, this might sound like a weird concept, but trust me, this was a good show. There was even this promo clip where Chica came to Astro Blast to get a smoothie. Anyways, there was a plush set released of all 5 of these characters. Here's the plush set. It includes, like I said, all 5 of the characters. Looking pretty basic. They're around like 12 inches each. And, yeah, there's not too much to say about these guys. But one day while I was scrolling on eBay, around, I would say, 3 years ago, I found this. And this may seem like, Astro Blast plush set, whatever. But these are the prototypes. Yep, I saw the listing up. It was around $40 for the whole set of them. And, yeah, I unfortunately didn't buy it, and I was going to. I just missed out on my chance. These are so cool. They look so small, and honestly, they kind of look better than the real ones, to be honest. I would have loved if I had the chance to get something like this, but now that it's sold, it's most likely never going to show up on any type of buying platform online. I am grateful that we do have this picture, though. Now, like my homemade star plush, I also decided to make a comet. So this, everybody, is my comet plush. He looks pretty good, but I was pretty lazy on this one, and he was not that cool. But I think he's pretty neat. He's not that bad. Yeah, that's my comet plush. Moving on to Lazy Town. Right before we go on to Lazy Town, I forgot to mention that these guys, you can buy them on eBay. Comet being the easiest one to get. You can get them around $20 each, depending on the character. Anyways, on to Lazy Town. So, Lazy Town was this somewhat weird of a show with humans and puppets. This show included the Puppet Friends and Sporticus and Stephanie. It also included a main villain, Robbie Rotten, who is known for a lot of memes like "We Are Number One." These ones here are kind of derpy looking. There's Sporticus and Stephanie. I think these weren't released into the US, and I believe they also talked. These are pretty derpy, but they're honestly kind of cool. Here's the other plush set that I'm showing you. This one is 3 plush of Stephanie, Sporticus, and Robbie Rotten. These plush look pretty cool. They still look a little derpy, but you have to realize it is hard to turn human live actors into plush. These are pretty great looking, and if you want to get any type of Lazy Town merch, it's kind of hard to get, considering that a lot of the merch wasn't really sold in the US. So you're going to have to get it from a far away from if you live in America. And they don't show up as often. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the only Robbie Rotten plush. And honestly, I would like to own this one someday. As weird as the plush it is, I think it's kind of cool. And I did grow up watching Lazy Town, so yeah. Moving on to the Flugels. So basically, Flugels was this show about 3 aliens who explored a human house and basically learned about everyday items. And there was indeed one plush set released for the Flugels. Here's the Flugels plush set made by Just Play. They have Fleeker, Flo, and Boomer. These plush are pretty great, besides the fact they have this sort of leathery, not really leather, but material that doesn't really hold up that well. Not too much to say about these plush, but I do own the Boomer plush. I think he's pretty cool, and if you want these, they're pretty cheap online. They're around like $20. Anyways, moving on to the final chapter of this video, Ruff, Tweet, and Dave. Ruff, Tweet, and Dave was this cool show. I think it still plays about this panda, duck, dog, and hamster that basically just went on fun adventures. And there is one plush set of these guys. Here are the plush of Ruff, Tweet, and Dave. I have seen a few custom Hattie the hamster plush, but since it's not official, I won't be really going over them. Anyways, this plush set is pretty basic, but pretty cool at the same time. And honestly, I would love to own a Dave plush one of these days. I have seen them up on eBay, and they don't show up often, but when they do, they're about $30. Anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe you learned something. Maybe you're going to go on eBay or Amazon and look up and see if you can find any Sprout plush. Well, that's all for now. See you guys.